This is a mid-drafting lesson, which means that you are in the middle of drafting your narrative. And we're going to pause for a second to make sure that you are really playing with descriptive language, imagery, and dialogue to help the reader imagine the moments in your story and to slow down and stretch out your writing. So in a lot of your drafts, Miss Hiroshi and I are seeing sentences like this. The hamburger flew across the room and smashed into my face. Although there's a lot of action in that sentence, as a reader, I can't picture it. I don't know what it looked like to see a hamburger hurling across the room towards your face. I didn't know what it sounded like when it smacked into your face. I don't know what it feels like as it drips down your chin. So as a writer, it's your job to take this sentence, take the moments like this in your story, where you have just written the action, and to make sure that you really paint a picture for the reader using descriptive language, imagery, and dialogue. So the question you're going to ask yourself is, what would it be like? So I'm going to ask myself, what would it be like to be hit in the face with a hamburger? What might it feel like? What should it smell like? What would it taste like? What would it sound like? So I'm looking at this hamburger and I'm looking at the bun and how like floppy and like wet probably the bun is after it's been on this hamburger, this overcooked patty. I'm looking at the cheese and I can picture the sticky cheese on my face, maybe the wet cold tomato. Obviously, I'm going to play with ketchup and mustard. Maybe the sound of the hamburger like smacking into my face. So after I asked myself these questions, I was able to take this sentence, the hamburger flew across the room and smashed into my face, and I was able to really stretch it out and slow down this moment and help the reader to really imagine it. So this is what I came up with. Watch out, Callie yelled from across the cafeteria. Notice I'm playing with dialogue. I looked up from my tray, just in time to see a hamburger soaring through the air towards my face, ketchup and mustard splattering everywhere as it flew. I could hear people screaming around me like we were in the middle of a natural disaster and real lives were in danger. As the smashed hamburger neared my face, I had an urge to run, but I was stuck watching it. Watching this lump of bun and overcooked red meat hurl towards my face like an impending asteroid. When it was inches from my face, I took a deep breath and braced myself for impact. It hit like a soft, wet pillow. Smack! The hamburger patty slapped my cheek, sending the red and yellow liquid across my face. A chunk of cheese covered my right eye. I felt something cold slide down my chin. I reached up and grabbed a huge chunk of tomato. So I still have a lot of room to write, but I want you to notice how I'm able to take this sentence, the hamburger flew across the room and smashed into my face, and I'm really able to slow down and stretch it out and give you as the reader a picture, right? You as the reader are able to picture this, to experience this moment with the narrator because I'm using so much description and imagery and figurative language and dialogue. Okay, your job right now is to go back into your drafts, to circle any spots where you could really slow down, stretch it out, and paint a picture, and then go do it. Enjoy!